why is it called that?" I asked.
"Some sort of a tale. I dunno rightly. One says one thing, one says another." And then he went on. "Anyway, it's where the accidents take place."
"Car accidents?"
"All kinds of accidents. Car accidents mainly nowadays. It's a nasty corner there, you see."
"Well," I said, "if it's a nasty curve, I can well see there might be accidents."
"Rural Council put up a danger sign, but it don't do no good, that don't. There are accidents just the same."
"Why Gipsy?" I asked him. Again his eyes slipped past me, and his answer was vague.
"Some tale or other. It was Gipsy's land once, they say, and they were turned off, and they put a curse on it."
I laughed.
"Aye," he said. "You can laugh, but there's places as is cursed. You smart Alex in town don't know about them, but there's places as is cursed all right, and there's a curse on this place. People got killed here, in the quarry, when they got the stone out to build. Old Geordie, he fell over the edge there one night and broke his neck."
"Drunk?" I suggested.
"Well, he may have been. He liked his drop, he did. But there's many drunks as fall, nasty falls, but it don't do them no lasting harm. But Geordie, he got his neck broke. In there." He pointed up behind him to the pine-covered hill. "In Gipsys Acre."
Yes. I suppose that's how it began. Not that I paid much attention to it at the time. I just happened to remember it, that's all. I think, that is, when I think properly, that I built it up in my mind. I don't know if it was before or later that I asked if there were still gypsies about there. He said there weren't many anywhere nowadays. The police were always moving them on, he said. I asked, "Why doesn't anybody like gypsies?"
"They're a thieving lot," he said disapprovingly.
Then he peered more closely at me.
"Haven't you got gypsy blood yourself?" he suggested, looking hard at me.
I said, not that I knew of. It's true, I do look a bit like a gypsy. Perhaps that's what fascinated me about the name of Gipsys Acre. I thought to myself as I was standing there, smiling back at him, amused by our conversation, that perhaps I had a bit of gypsy blood. Gipsys Acre. I went up the winding road that led out of the village and wound up through the dark trees, and came at last to the top of the hill so that I could see out to sea, and the ships. It was a marvellous view, and I thought, just as one does think things, I wonder how it would be if Gipsys Acre was my acre. Just like that. It was only a ridiculous thought. When I passed my hedge clipper again, he said, "If you want gypsies, there's old Mrs. Lee, of course. The Major, he gives her a cottage to live in." "Who's the Major?" I asked. He said in a shocked voice, "Major Philpott, of course." He seemed quite upset that I should ask. I gathered that Major Philpott was God locally. Mrs. Lee was some kind of dependent of his, I suppose, whom he provided for. The Philpotts seemed to have lived there all their lives, and more or less to have run the place. As I wished my old boy good day and turned away, he said, "She's got the last cottage, the end of the street. You'll see her outside, maybe. Doesn't like the inside of houses. Them as got gypsy blood don't." So there I was, wandering down the road, whistling and thinking about Gipsys Acre. I'd almost forgotten what I'd been told when I saw a tall, black-haired old woman staring at me over a garden hedge. I knew at once it must be Mrs. Lee. I stopped and spoke to her. I hear you can tell me about Gipsys Acre up there," I said. She stared at me through a tangled fringe of black hair, and she said, "Don't have naught to do with it, young man. You listen to me. Forget about it. You're a good-looking lad. Nothing good comes out of Gipsys Acre, and never will." "I see it's up for sale," I said. "Aye, that's so. And more foolly who buys it." "Well, who's likely to buy it?" "There's a builder after it. More than one. It'll go cheap. You'll see." "Well, why should it go cheap?" I asked curiously.